The Forgotten Predators: How Wild Dogs Became the Shadow Kings of the Wilderness. Long before lions ruled the savannah or tigers dominated Asia, wild dogs roamed the planet in vast numbers. They were among the first social predators to evolve complex teamwork, a strategy that made them unstoppable. Yet, over time, they were overshadowed by bigger, flashier hunters. Today, many people don't even know they exist. But these canids, from Africa's painted wolves to Asia's dholes, represent the oldest and most intelligent hunters still walking the earth. 2. The painted wolves of Africa, masters of cooperation and precision hunting. The African wild dog, Lycaon pictus, is often called the painted wolf for its striking coat patterns. No two dogs look the same. They live in packs of up to 20 individuals, ruled not by brute force but by loyalty and coordination. They rely on silent signals and eye contact to plan hunts, using teamwork to bring down antelopes or even wildebeests. While lions depend on power and cheetahs on speed, wild dogs depend on strategy, and it works. 3. The art of the chase: Why African wild dogs have the highest kill rate of any land predator. While most predators fail more often than they succeed, African wild dogs boast a kill rate of up to 80%. Once a target is chosen, the chase begins, a marathon of endurance. Each dog takes turns leading the pursuit, keeping the prey in constant motion until exhaustion. When the final moment arrives, they close in with precision. It's not cruelty, it's efficiency, honed by millions of years of evolution. 4. Family over everything: the complex social bonds that define the pack. Unlike big cats that often hunt alone, wild dogs live and die by the strength of their pack. They eat together, sleep together, and defend one another fiercely. Even the weakest member receives food from others. Scientists have documented moments where injured dogs were cared for by the group, proof of empathy and loyalty rare in the animal kingdom. 5. The voice of the wild: How wild dogs communicate through whines, chirps, and rituals. Wild dogs don't howl like wolves. They use an intricate system of chirps, squeaks, and high-pitched calls. Each sound has meaning: a whistle to regroup, a trill to locate lost pups, a growl to warn of danger. Before a hunt, they perform a ritual, tails wagging, nuzzling each other, and sneezing, yes, sneezing. Researchers found that when enough dogs sneeze, it signals the pack's readiness to hunt. It's not random, it's democracy in motion. 6. The heartbeat of the savannah: life, death, and survival in the African plains. Every sunrise in the savannah is a race for survival. Lions steal their kills. Hyenas follow them for miles. A single hunt can decide whether the pups eat or starve. Still, the painted wolves endure, constantly adapting, constantly moving. They are the heartbeat of Africa's wild rhythm, keeping the delicate balance between predator and prey alive. 7. Dholes: the whistling hunters of Asia, secrets of the red phantom packs. Hidden deep in Asia's jungles lives the dhole, or Asiatic wild dog. Sleek, russet red, and agile, they are nicknamed whistling hunters for their bird-like calls. They are the only wild dogs known to use coordinated whistling to communicate during hunts. Dholes live in tightly bonded packs and display extraordinary cooperation, often sharing food even with unrelated individuals. 8. The dholes' code: intelligence, teamwork, and ancient hunting rituals in the Asian forests. The dholes' intelligence rivals that of primates. They hunt large prey like deer, sambar, and even wild boar, animals several times their size. Their strategy: persistence. They chase relentlessly, taking turns leading the pursuit, never giving the prey a chance to rest. They are also one of the few species that regularly hunt in silence, using body language and eye contact instead of noise. 9. Between tiger and man, the dholes struggle for territory in a changing world. Once found from Russia to Indonesia, dholes are now confined to isolated regions. Deforestation, livestock poisoning, and direct competition with tigers and leopards have decimated their numbers. In India, fewer than 2,500 remain. Many die not from hunger, but from human fear. Farmers often mistake them for pests. Yet, in remote sanctuaries, small packs still roam, reminding us of what the wild once was. 10. Arctic wolves, white ghosts of the frozen north. In the endless white silence of the Arctic wolves rule where few creatures can survive. They travel hundreds of kilometers following caribou herds, enduring temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius. Their thick fur, padded paws, and social coordination allow them to survive in total darkness for months. They are called white ghosts, seen only in brief flashes against the snow before vanishing into the blizzard. 11. Endurance in ice. How Arctic wolves survive in -40 degrees Celsius temperatures and endless night. Food is scarce, and survival depends on teamwork. Each hunt may last days, with wolves covering miles of frozen tundra. Their sense of smell guides them under layers of ice, and they communicate through deep, resonant howls that can travel 10 kilometers. To survive here is to conquer silence, hunger, and the elements, a battle that has shaped the wolf into one of nature's toughest survivors. 12. The fox that outsmarted the cold, the cunning life of the Arctic fox. The Arctic fox is a smaller, solitary relative of wild dogs but no less fascinating. It can detect prey under snow using only sound, hearing the faintest movement of a lemming beneath the ice. Its fur changes color with the seasons, white in winter, brown in summer, perfect camouflage for survival. When food is scarce, it follows polar bears or wolves, scavenging leftovers, the ultimate opportunist of the frozen world. 13. The power of the pack. Why unity is the ultimate weapon in the animal kingdom. Whether in Africa, Asia, or the Arctic, wild dogs share one secret weapon: unity. They succeed not because they're the strongest or fastest, but because they move as one. No predator on Earth matches their synchronization. Their collective intelligence allows them to outsmart prey, evade danger, and adapt to any challenge. 14. The ritual of the kill, strategy, coordination, and communication in every hunt. Every hunt is a display of discipline and instinct. One dog drives the prey toward others lying in ambush. They rotate positions, anticipate movement, and coordinate silently. Even lions and hyenas respect their efficiency. It's nature's version of military strategy, evolved, refined, and executed to perfection. 15. Mourners of the wild, the emotional intelligence of canine predators. When a pack member dies, wild dogs don't just move on. They stop. They whine. They gather around the body and nuzzle it gently. Scientists have recorded these mourning rituals across multiple species, proof that emotion isn't unique to humans. They also celebrate, greeting returning members with high-pitched calls, wagging tails, and excited leaps. These are not machines of instinct, they are sentient beings with feelings, bonds, and grief. 16. Pup guardians, how every member of the pack raises the next generation. In wild dog society, pups are sacred. When the alpha pair gives birth, the entire pack helps feed and protect the young. Adults regurgitate food for them, babysit while others hunt, and risk their lives to defend them from hyenas. This communal care ensures survival, and cements the unity that defines wild dogs worldwide. 17. Survival through sacrifice, stories of wild dogs that gave their lives for the pack. There are countless tales of selflessness, injured members refusing to hold the pack back, standing their ground to buy seconds for the rest to escape. Their loyalty often costs them their lives. It's a level of devotion unmatched in the animal kingdom, one that mirrors the purest form of courage. 18. The enemies within: viruses, poisons, and conflicts with humans. Wild dogs face more than natural predators. Diseases like rabies, distemper, and parvovirus spread from domestic animals and wipe out entire packs. Poison bait meant for lions or jackals kills them in large numbers. Even one infected dog can doom an entire population. Human expansion has turned their world into a battlefield. 19. Ghosts of the forest: the vanishing dholes and their fight for existence. Every year, dholes lose more of their territory. Jungles become farms, rivers become roads, and the forests fall silent. In Thailand, Bhutan, and Nepal, conservationists work tirelessly to protect what's left. Camera traps capture fleeting images, proof that the red hunters are still fighting to exist. 20. The broken territories: how roads and cities shatter ancient migration routes. Wild dogs need vast lands to survive. But highways and settlements slice through their paths, trapping them in shrinking pockets of wilderness. Without space to roam, they starve, or move closer to humans, leading to deadly conflict. It's a modern tragedy. Intelligence and teamwork can't save them from walls and fences. 21. Domestic dogs: the unseen threat, how rabies and distemper spread through the wild. Ironically, their closest relatives, domestic dogs, are one of their greatest dangers. Unvaccinated pets carry deadly diseases that jump to wild populations. Entire packs can vanish within weeks from a single outbreak. It's not malice, it's neglect. Simple vaccination programs could save hundreds of wild dogs every year. 22. Conservation warriors: scientists, rangers, and locals fighting for the wild dog's future. Across Africa and Asia, small groups of conservationists are making a difference. They track packs, vaccinate nearby dogs, and educate villages. Reserves like Wang in Zimbabwe and Bandipur in India are becoming sanctuaries of hope. Each litter born, each pup raised safely, is a victory for an entire species. 23. The science of speed: how wild dogs' muscles and endurance outmatch big cats. Wild dogs can run up to 60 kilometers per hour for several kilometers, not in bursts, but sustained pursuit. Their long legs, lean bodies, and massive lungs are built for endurance. Big cats may sprint faster, but they tire quickly. The dog's strength is persistence, the marathon runners of the wild. 24. The intelligence of the hunt: split-second decisions and strategic adaptation. Wild dogs adapt instantly. If a prey changes direction, they split formation in seconds. They anticipate rather than react, a sign of advanced cognition. Researchers comparing brain-to-body ratios found they rival dolphins in problem-solving efficiency. 25. Lessons from the pack: what humans can learn from wild dog loyalty and cooperation. Humans dominate the planet through intelligence, but wild dogs survive through unity. Their success lies in cooperation, empathy, and sacrifice, traits we often forget. They prove that real strength isn't in power or weapons, but in trust and teamwork. 26. The genetic legacy: how wild dogs link back to the first wolves of prehistoric times. Fossil evidence shows that wild dogs are ancient cousins of early wolves that roamed 2 million years ago. They evolved separately, developing unique hunting methods and pack behaviors. They are living fossils, a bridge between past and present, carrying the genes of Earth's original hunters. 27. Nightfall on the wilderness: the future of wild dogs in a human world. As night falls across the savannah and jungles, their howls and chirps echo, faint but defiant. Each sound is a reminder that wildness still survives, though barely. If we lose them, we lose more than a species, we lose one of nature's greatest success stories. Because where wild dogs still run, the earth still remembers its untamed soul.